Yeah, you know what I forgot to do? Let's see. Check. Whoa. Yeah, yeah, that's what I forgot to do. What's up, y'all? Whew. Rob taught me a thing. Watch this. Ready? Oh, it's not gonna work, is it? Oh, it's not gonna work now. Ooh, it is. You know what? I'm not gonna be able to make this work because this text thing doesn't let me see enough lines. Man, what's up, y'all? I'm gonna try. We're gonna try to make this work. That's my mom saying hi. See? Poof. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. All right. There's a whole... Y'all got on early today, right? Holy crap. We got people from today. We got people from tomorrow. We got Filipino Reefer. He's been chatting up a storm. John Silva. Let's just get to it. Want to get to it? What do we want to do first? Science or social? That should be a new series. That should be a new series. Is it me or is your volume low? It's you. It might be me. I'll turn it up a little bit, but it keeps peeking out a little bit, and I'm trying not to peak it. So, we got... Yeah, we'll get to it. Whatever. That's like corporate drama right there. That's what that is. I've been on the receiving end of this one. I know what this one's like. Only I kept my mouth shut. So I didn't get a y'all better. I didn't get a you should shut your damn mouth and stop streaming. I'm peeking. I peaked. My bad. So, real quick, because we do have some science to do. And we got to take apart a light. So, the top is the Apex dose, Neptune dose. And the bottom is the GHL Maxi, the old one, not the new one. Standalone. So you can take out that dose board and you can put in that Maxi board and poof, you got a dose that works without a controller. That's kind of cool, right? Refi Uno Pro Mark D version 2. Psyched for this because it's packing a punch. This is a 260 watt light. 260. What? That's a lot of wattage in the cottage, y'all. So I bought one. Pre-ordered. We'll see it in the fall. Looking forward to that. This is something that'll never happen, but maybe it could happen. One day I might need to get a booth. Whatever, this stuff. Whatever. Use DI juice to get the silicon out of your water only to put it back in with the droppers to make your sponges happy. My sponges are really happy, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I need to write this up. I suck. So this is me sending back the ATI Stratton, which is my new favorite light. If money weren't a thing, right? If I was going to... I need to stop saying right. I need to stop saying right and okay. I need to stop saying those. So call me out. Let's count. Hey, Rob. I took your thing and I learned a thing. Oh, son of a biscuit. Why is it chopping poor old Rob off? That's not cool. Look at him. He's sassy. Look, he's all squinty. Got to look at him. I'm going to leave that up there. He'll be really happy with that. Rob taught me how to do that. Poorly. Well, it wasn't teaching. It was my implementation. So, yeah, if money wasn't a thing at all, That light, hands down, the best 200 watt light that I've had in my house. I wish they made a cheaper one. Yes, I know 3 are coming, but still, that stuff is kind of expensive. What's up, Taylor? Ain't seen you in a minute. Hope you've been well. It is Monday there. And it's not a holiday for you, huh? That sucks. It's a holiday for us. Maybe you mooched off our holidays. That's a thing, and that's cool. We're cool with that. But yeah, that light. Yes. That light beats any light that you have or had, as far as I'm concerned. ABC reagents. That stuff's cool. But we already talked about that. This is the Tim Solar put this together. This is G4 versus G5 versus G6. So I want to clear something up because people just make shit up, and I don't like that. So all 3 of these lights have 448 to 450 nanometers. Doesn't matter what the diodes are called; they're royal blue. And your eyes ain't telling the difference between 448 and 450. Period. Some think that royal blue makes the difference between a Gen 4 and a Gen 5. Total bullshit. What they're not noticing is that 415 bump of the G4, that purple, not purple, that's what Jake Adams says. That violet, way down low, that red peak on the left side, which is the Gen 4 Pro, that is what makes the Gen 4 look bluer. It ain't this peak up there that's like, I can't get there because it's in front of me. It's not the peak that all lines up. Notice they pretty much all line up. 448, 450, right in there. Tim Solar tested his. I tested mine. I got one up in the cabinet right here. It's that violet. So all they did, if you look at the graph, all they did with the Gen 6 is make it like the Gen 4, but without that violet. They just bumped up the 4, I don't know what it is. It's probably 435, somewhere in there. So, and then they added that, supposedly they added that 395 nanometer UV, which is cool. If that's legit, then they call it UV, and that's legit. I'm cool with that. But yeah, 448, 450, royal blue. Doesn't matter what you think. E-Coral, it's still kicking. I don't show it any love, but it's working. That thing flaked on me a couple times. Yo, I've been doing tile in the basement, and I don't care if you've got knee pads on or not. That wears me out. This thing, there's been a lot of activity on that one indictment in Southern California, and we have no need to share whatever. You just look this up. It's all public records. His name's right there. You can see it. This thing, commercial. This is the big pump. This is the big pump I bought when I was testing pumps. So I bought the CJ Ultra Zero. I bought the this is a new one. I bought another one because the first one still works, but I'm using it full time now, so I can't. Well, for now, so I can't water change. So I bought another because they're only $34. Then I bought that commercial along with this, and I kept the commercial and I kept the Kedsum, and I sent back to CJ because it wasn't worth the money. That commercial, that thing can move some water. I wouldn't use that like full time, and if you're gonna use it salt water, I just rinse it off when you're done. But holy crap, does that move water? That thing's a beast. Went over to Moki's house, dropped off some stuff, picked up some stuff. Lynn, I got your goodies in the garage, and Alex, my boy, hanging out with Moki's dog. Such a cute dog. Average Joe's Reef. Rob's in here. Where you at, Rob? type average Joe's Reef, and I'll put it up on my screen. Rob's going to start a new series in June. He already has a date, and I suck, and I don't know what it is. He'll type it. So, actually, this is something that Luca and I were talking about, and then Rob was thinking about it, and he's running with it, which is super cool. But, you know, there's a lot of... There's this circuit of talking heads, and it's all the YouTubers have these talking heads on. It's like the same people talking about all the same crap. Rob is going to have Average Joe's. Rob's going to talk about... there it is. Rob's going to talk about real people doing real reefing and not talking heads. And I think that's cool. Then what I suggested, and hopefully he doesn't run with it, is that he has some sort of Brady Bunch 8 positions, something. And then other people jump in to say hi and ask questions, because I think that'd be cool. I'd like that. I'd like that opportunity. But that's just me. And this is Rob's thing, and I'm pretty psyched about it. I got salt. I didn't make a chair or a lounge or nothing. Sorry. But I took it over to storage. Storms, what's your backup power plan? Got a backup power plan? Hope so. This thing. I don't get this. Okay, but whatever. So, oh yeah, Orphic. The new generation of Atlantic series offering you access to the future for optimal coral and growth. Their lights are from the future. Why would you not want to spend a ridiculous amount of money to buy this when you could just not buy this and get some Quanta Pro bars? You didn't miss anything, Scotty. We're still talking. Lynn's throwing up. I can't show that. I think it gets cut off. Yeah, see, it's really big. Rob, need your help. I don't know how to make the text smaller so it shows all the text. It's just a thing that happens. See? That's some good support. Thanks, Lynn. My Patreon gets you access to the Discord. We are a bunch of different people getting along in a kind of a forum in Discord. There's almost 100 people in there, and it's pretty cool. Enjoying that stuff. There's a lot of active people in there, like a whole lot of active people. Frag Tank, still kicking. I really do need to get that BTA out of there because it just is a pain in the ass. Oh, is this a show? That's not going to show well, but whatever. Frag Tank. Bigwig CEO from a whatever billion-dollar company was, he came to work, so I had to dress fancy and I wore my Cybertruck socks. I hope that's okay. What's up, Sam? Cross that 600 or 6,000 mark. We're totally going to catch Lauren. I'm not going to catch Lauren. For personal reasons. They're selling Jabos, but they're selling them for $15 more than you can get them from Amazon. Why is my video twitching? Every once in a while it twitches, huh? Yeah, I don't get it. Why is saltwateraquarium.com charging $15 more for a Jabo you can get on Amazon? I don't get it. Any advice automatic cage testing, cage keeper, Alkatronic? You have all users in here. So you've got cage keeper, that's Lynn. You've got Alkatronic, that's Rob, and you've got cage director, that's me. Luckily, we're going to talk about it, but they all use some sort of either sulfuric or hydrochloric acid. We're going to make our own tonight. We're going to fill this bottle back up. But what's up, Chris? I prefer the KHD. You don't need to have a controller with it, but you don't need to have a controller with the other two as well. So it's kind of whatever access you want to have from home. I think that's a difference between a cage keeper and Alkatronic and cage director. Lynn has had some issues with not her Alkatronic. No, her Alkatronic is here, so she did. With customer service. With the Alkatronic. Or the Mastertronic. I can't remember which one now. Something's going on with my video. But like I said, I prefer the KHD. You know. The KHD and the Alkatronic do the exact same thing, the exact same way. So, there's that. KH Guardian. Yeah, that's what Lynn has. My bad. Reefing Report. So, here's what's up. I think Reef Dork did a really good stream today talking about this a little bit because, as he likes to say, this really cheeses him off that for whatever reason, the Reefing Report is on hiatus. It is stuttering a lot. Yeah, something's funky. I don't know what it is. We're just gonna deal with it. I hope that's okay. We'll see if it stops. We can only speculate because Terrence is going to be smart and not let the cat out of the bag there. Maybe he tells close friends. I've seen somebody already comment about what they think it is, or maybe what they think they know it is. I have been in a situation professionally where part of my separation agreement, which included a substantial payout, was I can't talk. And I haven't talked. And it's just something I won't talk about because that's the agreement that I made with that company. So, regardless, I'm going to pretend that the Reefing Report is on hiatus, that they'll be back at the 1 year mark, which would be October-ish. And we'll go from there. So let's pretend they'll be back in November. That whatever agreement Terrence signed when he departed will expire after 365 days, and then he'll be able to talk. That's my speculation. I wonder if my other camera's going to twitch when we turn this one on. We'll see. These things... See, I am under no such agreement, so I can totally talk shit about AI lights because this is stupid. Like, they melt because they're made poorly, yet they are a premium. They cost a lot of money. These things, where are these? There's this panic alarm at work. This is the key for it. They only gave us one, so I drew this on a sticky note. You think the agreement might be longer? Well, that's unfortunate. I would think 1 year would be sufficient, but maybe. Mine doesn't have a termination date. Mine doesn't expire, so who knows? That's too bad. So I sent this over to the Discord. That's the white one. Sent this to the Discord crew, and then poof, within like damn near like a minute. It was seconds, a lot of seconds, but it was seconds. I got a 3D design back, printed it, and it worked great. That's what I like about the maker community. You need help. There's people who are going to help. See? I wonder why my video's streaming or twitching. That's odd. Yeah, whatever. So, yeah. Cheers to the boys that got the boot. hopefully they make their way back. It's too bad. If it's longer than a year, that sucks. Yeah, what's your e-power plan? Tornado warning. All right, a 3-year agreement. Company, since I'm no longer employed by them. That sucks. See? Zach, that's not possible. It's fake news. AIs don't melt. What are you talking about? If you see that on Facebook groups, sometimes they get deleted. This thing, I don't know what it is, but I think it's Lynn's. Lynn, I don't have a lot of them. I had a pH and a... Not a pH. I had a phosphate and nitrates problem, and I have pissed off some of my, well, actually some of yours. I think you get this one. This one's yours. Maybe I can snip a little nub off it, but I like how that thing looks. I don't know what it is. Oh, yeah, pour one out for your homie, Remy. Remy no longer employed by Bulk Resupply for whatever reason. That kind of sucks. But hopefully we get to see some more Bahama Llama action, because I like what Remy does. I think that's good stuff. Man, my video is sucking. The primes and prime 16s and some of the, well, it isn't just the primes and the prime 16s or prime HDs and prime 16s, but that one was a, if I'm remembering correctly, that was a prime 16. I think. But yeah, it happens. They're out there. Yeah, that's a 16. And it sucks when it melts like that. It can probably screw up the diodes, and you can't just replace the puck on that because the drivers and a whole lot of other stuff. Something's going stupid. Interesting. Wonder why my we're gonna switch over to the other camera here in a minute. We'll see if that fixes that. Something's gone stupid. No more Remy. And then we went to the movies and we saw Multiverse of Madness, which is kind of trippy. Sam Raimi's take on well, whatever. He did some Spider-Man too, right? But let's switch. Let's do this. Dez. Who is it? Oh shit. I'm gonna have a brain issue today. Is it really just the Sony? Is the Sony flipping out? Maybe. What's up, Raul? Zach, what I miss? What are you asking? That looks like, oh no, it's here too. That sucks. I should have restarted. I didn't. My bad. Okay, so dig it. Oh hey, I learned a trick. I mean, these are by no means. Oh yeah, look at it. Pause in there too. That sucks. I assumed it was Maverick. It wasn't Maverick. So overall, Zach, it was trippy, and I need to see it again. Not generally my thing, and I think the movie was total. I mean, it was good, but it was so full of references for the future and full of Easter eggs, and oh yeah, my mouse is twitching a little bit too. UV diodes were off. They placed them just above 30 before I noticed it. Yeah, you should be able to drive. Look, my position on a light with a slider that allows you to push it as hard as you want, that light should be able to handle whatever settings you give it. You shouldn't have to underdrive a light to get it to survive. That's my position. I am still dosing EcoBalance, and it makes me feel good. And if I don't have weird coral deaths because of bacterial problems, then I'm happy. So, fun story. See this scale? The scale's from Amazon. These are not NIST traceable. So, don't give me any crap. But this is a super cheap scale from Amazon, and what I had always wondered was, we're not going to test eccentricity, which is placing it in various locations in a star pattern maybe around the scale. That's a 10 gram standard, and my scale is measuring 10 grams. That made me happy. Because I use this thing for using my Hanna checkers to make sure I have the right amount of water every time. That way I don't introduce variability in sample size, that kind of thing. Thanks, Scotty. I'm still working my way through Mandalorian. I watched Obi-Wan, and that was okay. It's still a little slow. The way my brain works, don't make me pay attention episode to episode, because I'm going to forget stuff. And my kid makes fun of me, as well he should. But then, you know. Yeah, exactly. Unacceptable. Somebody will say something. Oh, they're not NIST traceable, so you really... Shut up. So this is how you tear a scale, right? So you could do it two different ways. You could put your thing on here and then turn it on, and then that tells you how much your thing weighs. Or you could turn it on. I don't know that EcoBalance has a shelf life after opening. I don't think so. Hope not. Just ask Dr. Timms. They're very quick about it. And there's two different EcoBalances, but they're the same. It's the same juice. The bottle looks different, but it's the same juice. So put your apparatus on here and then hit tear, and now you're back to 0, and it shows you what this weighs. So this stuff, oh, I should have pulled this up. It's $20. This is 1.0 M solution of hydrochloric acid. The cage director. Oh, by the way, this is going to bust your warranty. I don't care about my warranty. I'm good, because I'm going to fix that thing anyway if it breaks, or I'll just buy a new probe. This is going to bust your warranty. I don't know what this does to, I don't know if Alkatronic has that same thing, but GHL is very clear that if you don't use their reagent, if you don't use their acid, then they can't say your stuff's going to be okay later. Doesn't matter. So, no. 321 reefer, I don't. You just saw it. I really don't care. Right? I'm not in the lab. This is good enough. So, because this is 1,000 liter, and this is 1 mole, or 1 M. Well, it's probably a mole, right? And I need... Oh yeah, this is the jug I used to buy. I've bought 2 of these. So I used the KH Director's juice that came with it, and then I immediately switched over to one of these, and then I switched over to another one of these, and that's how much is left. So we're gonna wing this. So let's see if we can measure this out. Let's see if we got enough room in this. I'm pouring 100 grams Alkatronic uses it's greatly diluted compared to this, but it uses more per test, so like the cost is the same. 99.9. Do you think that's good enough? What's up, Kevin T? Thank you for subscribing. Talking about reagents, I got my 1-year order of ABC. Nice. Mix up the Alkatronic similar. Correct. Only you're reducing it even more. I think you're 0.01 or somewhere around there. Maybe something different. But you use more per test. So it's pretty much the same thing. So now I pour in, this is Rody. So now I just fill up the rest. Always water to acid, not acid to water. Oh, I'm almost there. Because it creates heat. Oh, 96. Come on. Come on, you can do it. There's 1100. Oh, not quite. There we go. So this bottle, 500 mils, costs $20. So I can get 5 liters out of this bottle for $20. That's cheap. Don't you think? I think that's cheap. And then just because I want to be fancy, not because I really have. Oh, look at my GHL magnetic stir. What? Yeah, I know. I'm a fanboy. Man, that spun that sucker out. I need a bigger pill. All right, that's good enough. Oh, I wish I had a magnet up here. Yeah, 4-1. So, but I don't know what concentration of acid is shipped to you. Do you? I probably shouldn't have done this, but whatever. This is right. Does it make anybody have to pee? So for $20, you get 5 liters. I think that's a pretty good deal, right? This is probably a gallon. Is that 3.8 liters, something like that? How much is this? I don't know. Poof. Filipino reefer. You be sassy, boy. So that's it. That's how you make your own juice. That's cool, right? Thank you, sir. I appreciate your support. So you buy the and then if you buy the like really concentrated stuff, you could just save a ton of money. The solution math is online. How you cut it down. You can just buy some hydrochloric, buy some HCl, cut it down, and test away. See, Chris, I think you're in Japan, right? Safe travels. Oh, that's a go fast train, ain't it? That's cool. Something I saw, which I think is a little ridiculous because the people talking shit don't have any experience with this. This is the Kedsum. It's $34. It beats the CJ Ultra Zero in both head pressure and flow at head and max flow. The only thing, there's 2 things. The only thing to see, well, 3 things if you're that guy or that person. The CJ has a long cord. So the size queens out there, this is 6 foot. This has a 6 foot cord. The size queens out there are going to say something about needing that long cord. In some cases, I get it. It kind of makes sense. It just depends. But I don't need that action. I'm comfortable with 6 foot. And then it's all plastic. The construction is really nice. It doesn't, it doesn't rust or rot or whatever might happen. It is cleanable, take apartable. It's super simple to maintain, and you can buy, one day it's going to be 3, but right now you could buy 2 of these for the price of the CJ Ultra Zero. And it's small, and if you put it in a container like 10 gallon, 20 gallon, 50 gallon, something like that, it'll eventually heat up the water because it's AC pump, just like all other AC pumps. But it works. This is great. See, people say it, people know. It's the people who don't know that talk schmack about it. They're like, oh, it's unproven. Yeah, until you talk to people who use it, then it's kind of proven. Fool. So, Sky High Reefer drinks the Neptune Sky. That's probably why he's named that. Kool-Aid. I mean, I'll blame it. The light doesn't suck. It does what all other lights do. It's a little bigger than the Radion. Spread is said to be a little bit better. I disagree. I don't think it is. I think it's the same as a Gen 4. I think this, and while we're at it, I think the spread position, the spread argument is bunk. It's a bunch of crap. Because it's dependent upon so many things. I would rather, oh, by the way, you take out those screws and you don't lose them. They like to jump around. There's also 2 screws in here, and I took them out already. Is this shim dizzle? Oh no, that was another screw. 1, 2, oh wait, there's one more in here. There it is. God, this thing smells bad. These lights smell bad. I don't get it. Maybe send you a Holy Grail torch too. Who are you sending a Holy Grail torch to? They'll send it to me. I don't have luck. Alright, look. So you could do 2 things if you want to clean a sky. You could just don't use that cold vapor blah blah stuff that will kill your tank. I hate these screens too. Like, I'd take these screens off. Maybe I will. Because these screens are like the screens on an AI, and these are just dumb. These should be a larger mesh. There's no reason to make them such tight mesh. I mean, look at the dust on there. That's dust. There's no reason to make it that meshy. Filipino Reefer, you sassy boy. Maybe when I get the 93. I appreciate it though. I had one here. It didn't look too good, and I gave it to Mogi, and it didn't make it. Oh, I'm gonna need different tools. So, if I gotta go downstairs, guess what? Then I'm probably not gonna. Please hold. Oh, it's back there. Hose it down to hang dry. Yeah, right. So you can take it apart even more if you want. I don't know that you have to. This thing could be the right size. Nope, it's too small. Let's see if we can make it work. I don't know that me, the common reefer, would take it apart any further. By the way, this screw's really long compared to the others. And if we take it all the way off, we're going to have to reconnect it here. Jeez, man. You hooking a brother up again? Thank you. Here's where the electrical connection is made. So I don't know that I would take it apart any further. I would blow it out from... I would take this off. I'm comfortable taking this off. I can show you if you want. I already did once. Blow it off here. You don't have to take this off because the air is just going to escape on the sides anyway. But if you wanted to get whatever gunk is going to fill up the bottom of this thing, then maybe taking this off is a good idea before you hose it off. I don't know. What do you think? What do y'all think? If you take apart like a Radion, I'm paying for your gas to New York wrap. Dude, you know I don't pay. You know I'm not using... I don't want to use the gas, but that's nice of you. But I'm not going to be around for wrap. I got a prior engagement that weekend. My grandmother is turning 100, so no Reefapalooza for me. I don't know if I'd go. I talked about this already. I think I'd like to support Aquashella because wrap is it's just a... I don't know. It's a good excuse to go hang out with cool people if your cool people are going. Nobody's going to fight with Reef Bomb. Keith is nice. But I think an Aqua Shell would be more fun. You get more for your money. You got speakers. Wrap's ticket price just keeps going up. And you're just getting the same old thing for your money. So it'd be cool if there was a show like Aquashella that at least gives you speakers and gives you, and I already talked about this a little bit, gets you an artistic position. Gives you, watch, look how long this screw is. Who's gonna fight Keith? Come on. So this is the magic, the three-sided business. For no reason whatsoever, the three-sided seal with this mixing plate with you know, what I thought to be interesting was holes cut out here, here, here. That's what led me to in these little tabs that they do nothing. The position was that they do something here, but they don't. I guess they fit in those little thingies. No, they don't, because it's the long edge. I don't know. Oh, a shim dizzle fell out. Yeah. I used this on my tank once. So if you look right here, see these little connectors? Oh, are we going for dumplings? If we're going for soup dumplings, then I need to reevaluate my existence. You're just bringing different dumplings? You bring a dumpling? How come I can't... Hey, Rob, why does it cut that text off? Hook a brother up. I want to show all the sassy boys got to share. I sound like Luca. I don't want speakers. They don't just lie about everything. They have positions. They have good information. Like you. I know you are balls deep in the position that you just need water changes. And I don't. That's not my position. Here's the sucky part. Ready for the sucky part? I suppose you could just take off this side, right? You could leave the other side on. Let's try that. Maybe that's all we need to do. That'll be less intrusive. Kind of feels like it's this one. Let's see. It is. I suppose the less intrusive you can be with this thing. You think this busts a warranty on this light? What do you think? I put it all by itself in a scene to keep a full screen, then bring the scene to your current layout. Yeah, but here's the browser, right? So if it's just a browser, it scales like that. Are you able to see it full screen? Because I haven't been able to figure that out yet. Zach, what you talking about? So yeah, whatever. That's my position on shows. I've been to a rap, and I went with Moki and Ben, and it was cool. We had a good time. See, this is where it sucks. Sky High's not going to do this. You got this tiny little ribbon connected under here. And I mean, don't you think if you blow in here with just compressed air, you'd probably get the majority of the junk out? What do you think? What do y'all think? I think so. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta lift this up. Jesus, poor Sky. Sky's seen better days. Let's see if we can get this. Let's see if these line up. Nope. So yeah, if you want to do this, to take this thing, ooh, that one's lining up. What? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it didn't. Nope, it didn't. We're going to save this for later, folk. But you get it. You get what I'm dealing with here. Maybe if I turn it upside down, those tiny little screws will fall out. What do you think? Sorry. Yep, there we go. I'm going to put this side back together. That way at least I can get the plate. Don't even get me started on Neptune system or ribbon cables. Yeah. Are there better fans you would replace those with? No. I don't think I would. These are nice little flat suckers. Let me see if I can get this without popping that ribbon cable. I think all that does is send power to the Wi-Fi board. And the Bluetooth board, whatever the hell that is. Bluetooth? Maybe it's just Bluetooth. With its tiny little battery. No, I would, I'd leave these fans. These are purpose-built fans. I would take off these stupid covers. I don't know if that's possible. So you see stuff like this. See this? I don't know why this is here. It's just a double-sided sticky thing for no reason. I didn't put it there. Oh yeah. You remember this from my pictures? Here's Neptune Systems quality. That's a piece of Scotch tape. I'll leave that there for prosperity. Assembled in the United States, folks. Proud factory workers, United States. Just outside of Gilroy, California. The garlic capital of the United States. That's what Gilroy's known for. I'll tell you that. Yeah, so, I don't know. How many thinks this light, how many of y'all think this light is going to survive? The aperturing not cluing for the aperturing of the world of the reefing community. I don't know. I think it's unfortunate that I mean, there's nothing wrong with a Gen 4 Ecotech, Gen 4 Radion Spectrum, but that's what the Gen 6 brings to the table. It brings you spread that might not matter to you. It sure as hell doesn't matter to me. Like, that's the main selling point now, and I think that's wrong, but what do I know? Because I'm a multi-light guy. I just add bars. I wonder if this light's still going to be a thing. I wonder if this light's going to be a Mobius. That'd be interesting. What do you think? Think that'll happen? Did the video stop twitching? I don't know. Somebody asked me questions. Y'all got questions? I'm looking forward to things like Reef Factory coming to the United States. Because that's going to change up. Hold on. G6 and the G4 have pretty much the same spectrum. Yeah, very close. Burnt squirrel, I got you. Yeah, they're very close. I showed it earlier. I'm looking forward to getting one here so I can shoot the spectrum myself, because right now I'm just relying on bulk reef supply spectrum data. So, yeah, the spectrums are very similar. I think that's all I got. We're not even at an hour. I don't have a lot of schmack to talk. Actually, I have very little schmack to talk. Things have been pretty quiet. You got the. See, watch this. This is how this works. Dez is totally not going to take this apart this far. I wouldn't blame him too. So again, see those tiny little pins? This is the dumbest setup ever, but whatever. You know what Ecotech doesn't do? That. So you got to angle the board up a little bit, and then you just shove it in there and you hope for the best. And it worked. And the holes lined up. So that's cool. Hopefully Mobius goes away and more integration comes in the future. It's interesting that people have problems with Mobius. I know that's a real thing, and I'm not minimizing the Mobius issues, but I mean, it has always worked for me. I haven't had any problems. What's up with that Lux and that super UVA spectrum I seen him post? Are you talking about Tim Solar, Sam? Because if you are, Tim, one day, it's not vaporware, it's for reals, I believe. One day, Tim is going to release. See, I'm stupid. Look at me being stupid. One day, Tim is going to release his upgrade pucks for AI. And the world will have better AIs. Hopefully that with better heat management that don't melt their lenses. What's everybody doing? Y'all having a good weekend? Do some grilling and stuff? Beware the little blonde kid on the road. He's driving. Yeah, that's his name, Sam. What I found really interesting, and I'm offering this as like a legitimate, was when BRS was doing all their testing, spectrum mattered. Like spectrum mattered. They were comparing to the ATI Blue Plus T5. And spectrum really mattered. They wanted a thick blue. They wanted a fat blue. Whoops. Until this light came out. Then spectrum didn't matter anymore. And even very much connected to bulk reef supply. But even the influencers are now saying that spectrum doesn't matter, that the corals will acclimate themselves, which is totally true. But why would you want to sit there and wait for your corals to acclimate to some bunk spectrum light when you can just give them the spectrum that they're expecting? Maybe that spectrum is very similar to an ATI Blue Plus. I don't understand why bulk reef supply goes out of their way to say that spectrum matters, because it does. And now all of a sudden spectrum doesn't matter, and we're back to spread being the most important, which I think is a bunch of crap. What changed? Why did we change our minds? Do we have a good reason that we changed our minds? Or are we just changing our minds to... Ooh, did it work? To sell more lights. Nope, that didn't work. Where's the hole? There it is. So, I don't know. Grilling a couple ribeyes. That sounds good. That's my favorite cut. I used to really, when I lived in California, I couldn't afford ribeyes. Right? And I thought the tri-tip was the bomb diggity. Until I started buying ribeyes. Now tri-tip's like a pot roast. When it's done right, it's tasty, but man, not compared to no ribeye. Not on the first date. Come on, Rob. Why are you cheap? Jimmy, wrong. I believe all corals adapt regardless. Just saying. I disagree. No, they will eventually. I agree. And it won't be all. I don't know that you have the data to support that. It's just a belief. Corals will adapt, but why not give them an ideal spectrum to start with? What has been shared over and over as the ideal spectrum is thousands of successful reefers use an ATI Blue Plus. Now all of a sudden, that spectrum doesn't matter? Did you ever swap out the Illuma Magic pucks? What's up, Ben? No, I have them right here. Should we do that too? Ribeyes are tomorrow. Right? Does that make sense? Yes, corals will adapt. I'm agreeing with you. But why give them a spectrum to which they must adapt if you could just give them the spectrum they like to begin with? Jimmy, you need a power drill. I certainly don't need a power drill for this. Not for this. So that's it. That's how you take apart a sky. Do you want to do it? Should you do it? You could break it. How do you know what the ideal spectrum is for? Well, we don't. But I base it off of ATI Blue Plus. As close as I can get to that, then that'll make me happy. The ideal spectrum for your corals could very well be the spectrum from the person from which you acquired your corals. So match the lights that they're using. So many modern lights are running something similar to where's that go? Oh yeah, there's these. Does that go in there? I forgot about this. Something similar to AV Plus, right? That's what I do. That has worked for me. Oh yeah, I remember this being a pain in the ass too. Everything does, unfortunately. We'll let that one sit there for a little bit. I'll pick a room full of people with experience over a room full of PhDs all day long. Which way do you think that goes? You think that goes this way? Maybe. I don't remember. Let's go this way. Oh yeah. That's the way. That's it. See? Nothing to it. You know, just take some screws off and stuff. I run one XR15 Pro Gen 4 100% everything. I run, not just one. You run XR15 Pro Gen 4 100% everything. That is the, that is one way. And that'll totally work. But I bet the people that you got those corals from didn't run it that way. I don't know. If it's me, I want a light that hits a lot of those protein bands. I want to hit with a spectrum that is totally going to drop in with some proper photosynthesis. You know, hitting those photosynthesis peaks. I'm not gonna want something like the Red C90. That's just a single peak of blue and a little bit of UV, like real UV. Because it's too narrow for me. It's not gonna be what I want. I'm going to want something where I can control the spectrum a little bit to make my corals happy, but also hit those sweet spots that most lights hit. That's kind of what it is. Refis. What about Joey? What's up, Joey? Discuss or discus? or just it's whatever you want it to be, eh? There you go. What do I think of Tim Solar's pucks? I don't know yet. I haven't had them. I know he put so much time and engineering into those things that I suspect they're going to be pretty damn decent. And I think they will. I know they will make AIs better than they came from the factory. And I suspect they will melt less. That's what I'm thinking. Joey, I need you to make me a stand. Will you make me a stand? I need to make a stand for my 93. It's got to be pretty. Because I want to be able to put a sump. I got a sump from, oops, the stupid orange thing. I got a sump from Moki. He had one in his house that he wasn't using. He's like, here, have this. And that's it. That's show and tell time. I think show and tell time's done. And it won't, I don't think it's going to, maybe I'll trim it up. I'll see if I can trim it up. I'll route some edges or something. Let me guess, DIY, you all got your skills from Asians of what? You just have spy cam and now you thrive. I'll show this because, man, this kid, he's so sassy. That's what too many water changes do to you. Sean, I think the standard to meet is not melt. Not melt less. Not melt. If you buy a light and it melts in a year, sell it. Hit up the OEM. I mean, you're going to be a douche because you're going to be selling it to somebody who doesn't know any better. Sell it. Don't. Because everybody's like, oh, if you just hit up AI, they'll send you a new lens. That's exactly the same as the old lens. So I'm just going to put that on, and then in a year, it's going to melt again. Oh my God, their customer service is so good. They sent me lenses for free that will melt soon. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so rude. I really should crawl up the manufacturer's buttocks. Sky don't melt. Does it have a... I hear it got acclimation, so that's cool. I haven't plugged this thing in a minute. I should plug it in and update the firmware. Did it get coral spawning settings yet? Why are they melting? Hit up Tim Solar. He did a really good analysis and write-up of his hypothesis, or hypothesi, why they're melting. And it has to do with material selection. I don't want to speak for him, because I dumb it way down. It has to do with interaction with, salt water, because it's a saltwater light. And then... I'm just going to let that one go too. So interaction with salt water, poor heat dissipation, and material selection. I think. Tim will correct me if I'll send him a snippet, and then maybe he can comment below. I'm cool with my cheese melting, not my electronics. Yeah, electronics shouldn't melt. I hear it's a thing. I haven't seen it. I've got I don't know how many. I have 6 or 7 XR30s in a box downstairs. Well, 6, because one's up here. I don't know how many. Gen 2, Gen 3, Gen 4s. And I never had any melting there. Never had any problems. I don't know. What time is it? It's time. So we made some juice with some. We made some acid with some concentrated acid in a thing in a mixer, and then we took apart the sky, and then we talked about the Kedsum bashing. Leave Kedsum alone. Leave Kedsum alone. Does that work? I think I'll go fill my reagent. I'm so tired of tile floor. You people who do this stuff for a living, you got my respect, because this sucks. And then you people who get older and you have these manual labor jobs, I don't know how you do it, because it sucks. Because I'm weak and old. That's what it is. Y'all are stronger than me. You get my respect there, too. Because I'm like, oh. And then we talked about calibrating your scales. I do all of my measuring with weight. Saltwater weighs more than Rody. Just keep that in mind. Just a little bit, though. Except for slurry. I just dump that shit in there. I just shake it up. Dump it in there. Leave Kedsum alone. Later, Lauren. Hope you have a good day. That's funny. Lauren's dropping the kids off at school. Not the pool. If she was dropping the kids off at the pool, that would be different. Monsieur Splendid. That guy got a spectrometer, and he's been shooting the hell out of everything. I got the little light right here that you want me to shoot. I got the little light over there you want me to shoot. What's our standard light? Is our standard light an A80, a Kessel A80 with both channels maxed? Did you build your new slurry mixer yet? Nope. I still got two. How long they've been in there? By the way, I think we talked about this, but on the 15th, that was my 1 year on slurry. I said I'm not supposed to say or right. So I started slurry 380 days ago. The second J-bow has been running for 211 days. The third J-bow, because the first one crapped out, has been running for 63.4 days. So I'm still using J-bows. What else do we talk about? A Gen 6 is a Gen 4 with different lenses, but it's lacking some spectrum that Gen 4 people, I think, will miss. People selling their Gen 5s for Gen 6s just blows me away. I'm like, sell me your Gen 4s. I'll take them. I think they're the best Radions ever made. We took apart the sky to show how not easy it is to clean underneath the fans, but whatever. You know what? It's probably so damn easy to just do it this way. If you just pop these off, isn't that all it needs? Now that I put it back together. Somebody ask a question. Anybody got any good questions? J-bow turns 1 year in June. Like, is this a cat's meow? Is this the way? I don't wonder if it's dropping as I'm taking it off. If it's dropping, it's going to suck to put it back together. Oh, wait. Shoot. There you go, watch. Does this come off? Or does it need to come off on the other side? Oh, it does. That sucks. Well, no, you gotta take the whole damn thing apart. That's dumb. Oops. Well, same thing. Aperture. Yo, Neptune, you should have made it so just this top panel pops off. So you could clean underneath the fans. Instead of having to take apart the whole damn thing. You would think that would work. Oh, no, it doesn't, because they're screwed together. That's stupid. Oh, yeah, that's stupid. That's what they should have done. They should have done 4 screws, and the whole, and this, and like a portion of this comes off, so you can clean underneath. Like Ecotech fans are easy to clean, right? Oh, how are Gen 5 fans cleaned? That I don't know. Leave Kedsum alone. You tired of that yet? Refi Uno guy. Should I go Gen 2? Patrick, do you like the purple? Ooh, I did it again. That god. Damn reef builders. Damn you, Jake Adams, and your purple. Do you like the violet? If you like the violet and you're cool with it, that's cool. If your Unos are working, I wouldn't upgrade because they're fine, right? If it's too violet for you, you could add a Reef Crest Daylight bar from Mahina Corals. And then, hey, Rob, what are you running? Are you running Reef Crest? If you're happy with your Unos, clap your hands. I would keep them. Have you done any IC? Oh, yeah. ICP's fine. Yeah. The shaft is ceramic, as Rob mentioned. I've done several ICBs, as have Rob. Has Rob. And there is nothing coming off the pump. See, there's your Canadian smart aleck. I was wishing it shifted to be a bit to the right. Hot second getting yeah. I mean, yeah, 2 meso blues, 1 tropic. Oh, that's interesting. With your Unos, how many Unos you got? 3. Patrick, Rob, Patrick. You boys should talk. Rob will point you in the right direction with what he's got going on with those very violet Gen 1s. Jeremy Phillips being an a-hole. The reef tax is for all that complex engineering to keep you out of it. That's hilarious. Yeah, ICPs are good. I don't ID corals. I call them blue and orange and green and other green and that green and also this green. Jeremy, you're funny. And remember, pour one out for your homies on hiatus. The Reefing Report. I should have Terrence on. You think Terrence would come on with me? We could talk RVing, like not reefing at all. What we do is we talk RVing, but everything we say about RVing is actually reefing in disguise. His RV is way nicer than mine. I have the budgeteer version. 32 foot of Class C. Our boy T, he got the big fancy. 3 will be 4 when the 2 comes. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. Like, if that 2 is good, I might put 4 of those over top of my 90 and call it done. And then sell all my other lights. I need to get on Discord and chat. Do I pay for you? Pay for me, but you don't get on the Discord? Do you let me know. Hit me up through Discord, and I'll send you the or hit me up through Patreon, and I'll send the Discord link. Stop with your Mortons. I'm not doing that. Not doing it. You can't make me do it. Damn sasshole. Sean Clark. Which part would be fantastic? Oh, yeah. The Terrence stream? Terrence would not. He's scared. He's not scared. Terrence ain't scared. He's just playing by the rules. I respect what he had to do. It sucks. It sucks not talking. And then you see your company in the news. The only reason I would buy a calc reactor is to give it away. Or if I didn't have the space for a 5-gallon bucket of saturated calc. If I wanted to keep it pretty and put it underneath in my stand, then a calc reactor is a good way, and it's not really a reactor. It's just a mixer. Calc mixer is a good way to use saturated kalkwasser. If you're going to do slurry and you don't mind it looking kind of crappy, then you have some options. I think Rob was doing a reactor for a while. He may still be, but he liked it. All right, I'm done. That's all I got. I rambled on for a while. Check out Reef Dork. Check out the last episode of Reefing Report. Look for Bahama Llama and reemergence of him on the Bahama Llama channel now that he is no longer employed by Bulk Reef Supply. If you want to know more about that, just hit him up. He'll tell you what he can tell you. Just Sean, when you say that, you got to put RVs in quotes. A Gen 6 is a Gen 4 redo, I think. Do a video of your slurry setup. Look, my slurry setup is super stupid. It's a white, and I had it on a show once. It's this big white bucket, 6-gallon bucket, screw top, 2 SLW 10s to keep it mixing. It's always mixing. From that solution, I dose. And in my case, I dose to 2 different tanks. And it's all based on pH for me. When my pH starts dropping below 8.3, it doses until, it just doses for a little while and it waits and sees. And then it keeps me above 8.3 in that tank. Same thing for this tank, only this tank doesn't need as much. Actually, I can't remember. I think because I'm moving so much water between tanks, most of the dosing goes in the frag tank. I'll have to check that. But both are set up that way. Frag tank and the display are dosed based on pH. Oh, what the hell? Fat kid sweaty. Oh, it's kind of hot. Yeah, there you go, Sean. That's it. That's all I do. When I hear the top SLW10 starting to pull water in, when it starts going in the bucket, then I go mix up 3 gallons of slurry and I just dump it in. And that's it. That's like once a month. I refill that bucket once a month. It's super easy. By the way, this is Daily Tech News Show. Tom Merritt. Go check out that podcast. That's good too if you like tech. All right. It's hot in here. I'm going to get the hell out. Filipino Reefer, thank you for your support and your sass. Everybody else, thank you so much. Sleaze, always my pleasure. Memorial Day weekend here. Pool's open. It's not really all that warm yet, but it's certainly nice out. I hope you all have a great weekend. I hope you have we'll kick it off right? Hope you have a great summer, safe summer. Enjoy some time outdoors, talking RVs. And I guess we'll figure out what we're going to talk about next week. Wait, what's next week? Wait, let me look at my calendar. That's loading slow. Sheesh. Next week we're good. Yep. Next week we're good. Weekend after that. Oh, then there's a Minnesota trip coming up there too, huh? Woo! All right, y'all. I guess that's it for now. Like I said, I hope everybody's doing well. And I thank you for hanging out. And I'm going to scooch some stuff around. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. All right, y'all. Thank you. Happy reefing. And be kind, everyone. Thanks. Oh, wait. How do I do this?